In other news this Thursday, the community of North Abaco could be reaping the financial rewards as the port facility there is near completion. The nation's chief and other government officials recently toured the construction site to see its progress. Our Clint Watson was also there.
The purpose of the North Abaco port is to provide economic relief to residents and investors from Crown Haven to Treasure Key. To put this 44-acre North Abaco port facility into context, when completed, it will be 3 times the size of the Marsh Harbor port. It includes 5 buildings, an international, domestic, and commanding craft warehouses, as well as a security building. Project manager Francis Clark says currently northern residents travel up to 120 miles round trip, which translates to about 3 hours, and big bucks in gas and vehicle maintenance. But aside from that, it also reduces the cost of development.
They have to bring in their goods all the way from Marsh Harbor, maybe Grand Bahama, or even the U.S. directly, and that's costly. With this international port facility here, the offshore island or the developers of the offshore islands, they can get their goods delivered directly here, cleared, and then transshipped to the offshore islands, ultimately reducing the cost of doing the development. So the purpose of it all, right, is to boost the economy.
It's taking about 2 years to complete the port, contracted at a value pegged around $33 million. Opening date is set for December. It's being funded by a loan agreement between the government and the China Exim Bank. China Harboring is heading up the construction.
There are 51 Bahamians currently employed, and there are some Chinese nationals, and there are 35 Chinese nationals. The intention is that as the project progresses and progresses to closure, the Chinese component will be reduced. Once the port facility is handed over to the government of Bahamas, there will be opportunity for employment to operate the port.
The facility is located in northern Cooperstown. Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie, who inherited his predecessor Hubert Ingram's vision, says with a facility so large, the challenge is identifying how to generate enough economic linkages.
We've heard that the port will be able to receive ships to a certain size. It will be able to bring in ferries from the other keys around Abaco. It will have a marina that boats will be able to use and be able to have safe harbor, and fishermen will be able to use. So the whole challenge for us now as a government and for Abaco is to ensure that the port is justified and the expenditure on the port is justified by linkages that we will establish.
The Prime Minister says they are in the final stages of a port in East Grand Bahama, and so in his view, there is a real possibility of doing ferry services for people working in one island and living in the next. Clint Watson, ZNS9.